in the news. Tampa Police Florida are refusing to work at Beyonce's upcoming show in April 2016 due to her Formation Black Lives Matter political statements. And now NYPD is saying that they will if she apologises. So what you're really saying is that we have to beg for your fake help while you hold all the power. This is a clip from a video by Gazi Kodso, and I hope my brother appreciates me using his material for the benefit of our people. No copyright infringement intended. Ahuru!
There was no one for Sandra to call on to save her. There was no one for Sandra to call on and protect her. There was nothing for her. There's no systems for her. There's no Black African systems out here to protect our prophets, to protect our people.
Their institutions are the ones doing all the damage anyway. We shouldn't be begging them to protect us. We should be matching their power. Just look at the nuclear arms race at the international level. Every country recognises the need to establish military and weapons technology to prevent barbaric invasions by other nations. There was no authority to protect Sandra Bland from out-of-control racist white power. There were no groups that Myron May could turn to when the racists tried to send a handsome, intellectual black man to his death simply out of jealousy. There are no black groups that sit there surfing the global internet, seeking out dangerous white plots and locating targets. There are no black groups sharing resources and information as to psychological threats to our community. Why have all these establishment and standard authority institutions provocations been taking place? First it was petty criminal black men being shot dead, then completely innocent black children being shot, and then recently some guy who was buying a belt for $350 and the police were saying that they couldn't believe he could afford it. These are provocations, but what do they expect our response to be? No, we don't need to protest like ants on the ground while they make decisions from the top. We need to establish a top level of power ourselves. We have a lot of power at the street level, but very little at the higher levels of society. If these acts of provocation by the police and establishment institutions are indeed acts of provocation, let it not turn into us becoming even more alienated and oppressed by the system. I don't need to smash a Chinese person's shop window and then get arrested by a white police officer. I want black media channels giving me a true view on Western corporations in Africa. I want a black criminal court to take those companies down and get our money back. I want an organisation that black people can turn to when they are oppressed by white racists and who can deal with the problems. I want judges and courts investigating and trying and prosecuting white supremacist counterintelligence operations. I want a black armed forces to bring corrupt white police officers to justice. I'm not saying black people shouldn't get mad. What I am saying is that in this whole Black Lives Matter issue, our goal is not to complain, it's to assert authority. The point is, if they don't treat us properly, we're not going to cry about it, we're going to take over and do the job ourselves.